at Timmie's and a loaf of day-old bread. But old Clayton had the weather and the headlines in his head. He said the rain was coming, though the sky was clean and blue, when Lil Maybelle waved her Bible and said, "Clayton, I'll pray for you." There's a table by the window where the morning stories start, and somehow over Morning Joe, God still softens stubborn hearts. There's coffee at the co-op and news by 9:30. Clayton's truck is acting up, but Maybelle says he's fine. They'll tell you what the weather means and who moved back to town. You only came in for a coffee, but you best be sitting down. There's a farmer in the corner quoting Proverbs with his toast. Says pride can wreck a good man, but gossip wrecks him most. And 2 chairs down, Miss Connie leans in with holy care. Says I ain't one to mention names, but we should keep them all in prayer. Blessed are the peacemakers, that's what the good book says. But peace gets hard to practice when the rumor pot gets fed. There's coffee at the co-op, news by 9:30. Earl says gas is going up, and Connie says that's a sign. They'll tell you what the weather means and who moved back to town. You only came in for a coffee, but you best be sitting down. The cashier calls me sweetheart like she's known me all my life. She says, "Honey, how's your music? And are you sleeping right?" There's a kid with muddy boot prints near the freezer aisle, and his grandpa says, "Lord help us," but he's got his mother's smile. Some days faith is thunder, some days it's barely steam rising from a paper cup, while grace sits in between. We're cracked cups on the table, held together by the Lord. Still he fills the empty places and gives the weary more. If he watches every sparrow in the cold Alberta rain, then he sees us at the co-op, calling mercy by our names. There's coffee at the co-op and news by 9:30. Someone's got a prayer request and someone's lost a dime. They'll tell you what the weather means and who moved back to town. You only came in for a coffee, but you best be sitting down. Oh, there's coffee at the co-op and grace by 9:30. Someone needs a helping hand and someone needs a sign. They'll tell you who needs casseroles and who just came around. You only came in for a coffee, but somehow love gets found. There's coffee at the co-op and laughter pouring strong. A little prayer, a little rain, a little old-time song. The Lord can use a small town room to turn a heart around. You only came in for a coffee, but somehow grace gets found. You only came in for a coffee, but somehow grace gets found. Came in for a Timmie's, and the whole town gathered